I do a step to the team, I know send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't wanna hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off.
It'll be tough to forget this. Vasily Ricky. Usually you don't need a... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swinging and a miss with the hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The perfect counter lands. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Was off target. How about that time counter shot? Straight right just misses. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. On to the second round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
You need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what, the cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. As we enter the final 10 seconds here. It's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
So then look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Lomachenko in trouble. Disaster averted.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting. Beautiful.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knock. There's the bell to start round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle. He's got to bluff it.
See that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Well done with that counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Oh, wait a minute. Lomachenko is buzzed. Down goes Lomachenko. Lincoln, you missed it. I think we can watch that all again.
A shot from the gods took him.
Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game to say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever pay no mind and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They will love you when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing.
month off the salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road.
We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think... And here he is, Bud Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of... These two have certainly... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Jab to the body. Swing and a miss with that left hook. There's a counter shot. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown. Oh my goodness, Johnny! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. So I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Got him there. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice count. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here. There's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The courage on display here is incredible. Good counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Can't land that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. talk about Crawford in that last round. On to the third. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Defense is not an option for these two. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
I need to see that again.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after. Here we go to the fourth round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They exchange punches. Counter punch caught him clean. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Straight right just misses. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears it.
Hold on. Got to cut you off here, Johnny. Terrence Crawford just got rocked.
striking skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
He just missed with that left jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe what we're seeing? Crawford in trouble. Round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Hold that thought! Crawford is dead. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the gods, they...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to me.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. Let's start the 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna...
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford may be ready to go down. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still running.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Well,
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. There's the bell to start round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
what a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned with it. And down goes Crawford. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that lap. And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's here away from getting stopped.
How about that time counter shot? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Back and forth they go. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance. Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falcor Bay. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Terrence Kell Brook, the former welterweight champion of the world. Fighting out of the Steel City of Sheffield, UK.
They have waited for this fight for so long.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing the former British welterweight champion from Sheffield, England, here is the former welterweight champion of the world, Special K, Kell Brook.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Listen, when you've got 2 people at one of...
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Can't score with that jab. Throws the jab, but does not score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. Just missed with that jab. Perfect counter shot. After their first fight, Kell Brook said no one has ever beaten me that comprehensively like Terrence Crawford did. Why would Brook want a rematch? Why is he in the ring right now? Well, he has something maybe we don't know about.
And remember the shot. The shot came from nowhere. He switched, took Kell out. Even Kell looked surprised as though somebody had thrown something in the ring from outside. He said, where'd that come from? We even looked in shock. We know what Brook is capable of doing. But you know what? Crawford, he knew exactly what he had to do. Exactly how to pace the fight. And he showed he had the power to do it. Crawford's going to go into the fight this time knowing I have the power to take you out with one shot.
Hold it right there. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown. Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Crawford's legs are all over the place. And down goes Crawford. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. On to the second round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch, counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Crawford in trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Kell Brook may need to take a knee here. Shot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Rook in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. There's the bell for round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Hold that thought. Are we about to see Kell Brook go down? Avoided catastrophe there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Swing and a miss with that jab. How about that time counter shot? This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Crawford is dazed. And it appears they weathered the... This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. The referee says they're okay to fight. We'll keep fighting. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here we go to the 4th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. Crawford may be ready to go down. Just one punch away. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Shot from the gut.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What resilience, to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination, maximum respect.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change it? It's a perfect start.
Nice counter. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is a very... On into the 5th we go. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have.
Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Jab slightly off target. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punching. Crawford is dazed. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen, are you okay?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that. And there's the bell to start round 6. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Stamina is off the charts. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Holding nothing back here in the round. Just missed with that hook. Straight right, just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here comes round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. The thought there might be more action here. A lot of effort being exerted here. And he scores with the counter. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Tried to score with the uppercut. The perfect counter lands. Right uppercut can't find a home. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Crawford just got rocked. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You saw.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the
All right, I went over the room. Let's go.
now. You let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
Back.
Then head and body, that's it. Switch it up. Come back to the left foot. Look at his hand positioning. Jab up, jab down. Start to win the jab up. Mate, what you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight. Now you're going back into it. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You'll take that. Let's do it. Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw. Switch stance, that's it. What we're doing, Jim. You don't move, Jim. Be confident. That's it. Nice. Stay that way now.
Time out.
What was that? What you doing? Come on, you're switching off. You got complacent. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you're getting back into it.
Do your business.
Switch stance. That's it. What we do in the gym. What you can do in the gym. Be confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Stay that way now.
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on, breathe. The fight's not over yet. You gotta go out there.
Great round, great round. Now, relax, relax. Just stay focused.
I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind. And back. Let him back into the fight that round. I need you to switch back on. Get focused, get your minds on the job, get back out there and win the round. I need you to get back out. Let's do it. Okay, let's reset. Switch stance. Smart, get through it. Just get through this round. It's all right, ride it out. Don't worry about it. It's one shot. Don't give him another. Only one shot. That's it. You got it. Get through this. That's it.
And time.
What you doing? You switched off completely. Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take... Let's fight.
wanna fight.